Drawing project elements. In this tutorial video, we will learn how to use the draw command in the software. It is one of several commands that follow a consistent pattern. Once you understand the workflow, the same approach carries over to all project elements in the software. Here we have a new project with a base map loaded, but no elements placed on the map view yet. This is where the draw command comes in. And much like any CAD-based platform, it lets you interactively sketch and define project elements directly on the map. The command is available for all element types, including subbasins, cross-sections, reaches, pipes, and many more, making it easy to digitize and position each one as you go. Let's say you are working on this new project and need to draw and define the drainage subbasins for your watershed. To do that, head over to the Input ribbon menu, open the Drainage Subbasins dropdown, and select the Draw Subbasins command. The Draw Subbasins dialog box will open. The software allows you to draw both linear and curvilinear segments. By default, the polygon will be drawn using linear segments. But if you need to sketch curved boundaries right from the start, check the Draw Curvilinear Polygon option in the dialog before proceeding. Now click the Draw button. The dialog will temporarily disappear, and the status bar below the map view will prompt you to start drawing. Go ahead and begin sketching the boundaries for your drainage subbasins. Click to place each vertex and trace the outline using linear segments. As you draw, there may be a stretch, like here, where a curved line better defines the sub-basin boundary than a straight one. For that section, rather than going back to the dialog to switch modes, simply hold the Ctrl key, which switches you to curvilinear mode on the fly. Releasing the Ctrl key returns you to linear mode, and this works in both directions. If you started in curvilinear mode, pressing Ctrl switches you to linear. The software also offers two additional drawing aids on the status bar at the bottom: Ortho mode and Snap mode. Holding the Shift key while drawing enables Ortho mode, which temporarily locks the cursor to horizontal and vertical directions, making it easy to sketch boundary segments that require clean right angles. You can also enable it using the status bar tool or pressing the function key F8. Snap mode, toggled with function key F3, automatically snaps the vertex of the drawn segment to the nearest existing vertex or edge as you draw. When you are done, press the Enter key or right-click and select Done from the context menu to complete the polygon. Alternatively, you can double-click to finish the polygon. The dialog box will reappear, and the status field in the Draw Subbasin Polygon section will update from Not Drawn to Drawn. Next, you will need to assign an ID to the drawn subbasin. You can type one manually using the Subbasin ID field, which works well for small models where you want full control over naming. For larger models with many subbasins, enable the Auto Name Subbasin ID option instead, which generates IDs automatically based on a naming format you define. The auto naming format is built from 5 fields: Subbasin ID prefix and Subbasin ID suffix fields let you add a prefix and a suffix to the ID respectively. The Subbasin ID digits field sets out how many digits the ID uses. The next available Subbasin ID field defines which ID comes next, and Subbasin ID increment controls how much the ID number increases with each new subbasin drawn. The default is 1. As you fill in these fields, the Subbasin ID preview shows exactly what the next ID will look like, so you can verify the format is correct before proceeding. Once the ID is set, click Apply, and the subbasin appears on the map view. Note that when the Auto Name Subbasin ID option is selected, Each polygon you draw is automatically named and placed on the map view, so you can continue drawing the next subbasin without any additional steps. Also, the Apply button is disabled since the just drawn subbasins have already been named and created. This same workflow applies to all project elements in the software and is quite useful in the early stages of a project. And that covers the draw command. It provides a quick, direct way to sketch and position model elements such as subbasins, reaches, pipes, and more. With your elements in place, you are ready to move on to assigning the data and properties that define how each one behaves during the analysis.